Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, a retro masterpiece. Are you ready to be the underdog once more and achieve the dream fight against Mike Tyson? Put your arms up and relax your shoulders as we're punching our way through this masterpiece of a game called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. First off, let's hop back to the year 1987. During this year, Nintendo was riding high on the success of the NES and wanted to create yet another great game. However, because the NES was not as powerful as the arcade hardware, they could not recreate the arcade graphics. Instead of making the playable boxer wire-framed or transparent in order to see the opponent, they made the playable boxer smaller and named him Little Mac. The behavior of each opposing boxer follows a set pattern requiring trial and error and memorization to defeat them. Some opposing boxers like Piston Honda and Bald Bull had gimmicks that can be exploited, leading to an instant knockout with a well-timed punch. Nintendo even signed a 3-year licensing deal with Tyson in order to use his likeness for just $50,000. But did you know that despite the deal, Mike Tyson had never even played the game itself? This transaction wasn't also without risk, as the deal was made before Tyson won the World Boxing Council Heavyweight Championship from Trevor Berbick on November 22, 1986, which actually ended up increasing the profit for the game. Now let's talk a little bit about the gameplay. Traditionally, the directional pad can be used for defensive maneuvers while the A and B buttons are used for attacking. As mentioned a while ago, certain opponents have gimmicks that can be exploited. These enemies have tells, which range from something as obvious as a flashing outline or as subtle as Mike Tyson's wink. Your coach, Doc Lewis, offers advice between rounds, even going as far as shamelessly plugging the player to join the Nintendo Fun Club. The game itself didn't have the modern save files, and was actually one of the first games, along with Metroid, to use save codes. One of the most famous codes was the 007-373-5963 input, which allowed the player to proceed to the Mike Tyson fight. Memorizing that code felt like a rite of passage for NES players, as it indicated how far you've gotten in the game. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that after the licensing deal with Tyson expired, Nintendo replaced him with a fictional character named Mr. Dream? While the replacement featured a completely different sprite, Mr. Dream still retained the infuriating speed of Tyson's punches. Another fun fact was that Mike Tyson's stats, as of the game's release date of October 18, 1987, are indeed true to life. He did indeed have 31 wins with 27 knockouts and 4 unanimous decisions when the game was released. At roughly the same time, his most recent match was against Tony Tucker on August 1, 1987 at the Las Vegas Hilton, of which he won by unanimous decision. Talk about attention to detail. And let's not forget the music that was unique for each fighter. Glass Joe has the French national anthem, La Marseillaise, while Von Kaiser, Great Tiger, and Super Macho Man have Ride of the Valkyries by Wagner. Piston Honda, on the other hand, used the Japanese folk song Sakura, while Don Flamenco has the prelude to the opera set in Spain, Carmen by Georges Bizet. While the game has indeed earned its retro status, it's still critically acclaimed by original players as one of the greatest video games of all time. Its spot-on gameplay and unique opponents has caused it to leave its own mark on the golden age of video games. So if you're looking for a sign to replay Punch-Out, this is your chance to see if you still remember the patterns and gimmicks of the various fighters. Good luck, have fun, and thanks for tuning in.